forget, too, our opening shots brought to you by Friendly's. In fact, I was at Friendly's last night. Got to see Denny at 3503 Roger Place. We made it our pre- and post party for Rod Stewart, who I saw Rod the Bod last night with Carlos Santana. Very impressive, may I say. That's not my opening shot. My opening shot, though, is this was an eye-opening experience for me, an eye-opening week, because as somebody who played junior golf, played in AJGA tournaments, I was so excited to see that organization come here to St. Louis, and it wouldn't have happened if people wouldn't have stepped up. I think the passion of Todd Callahan to bring an AJGA event to town, finding Ty Zimmerman, the head golf professional at the Missouri Bluffs, and some area business people, and then thanks to the Whitaker family for allowing the Bluffs to host the event. I know a lot of people that went out there over the course of the 3 or 4 days. I can tell you it was fascinating to me. The scores on the final round were tremendous. We'll talk a little bit about it coming up. Really excited that the first one is in the books, and it was really solid. The AJGA was very excited. And I know it's not the 2018 PGA Championship, but the more things like this we add, the better for the golf community. And thanks to the Whitakers, thanks to Ty Zimmerman, thanks to Todd Callahan, and all the people behind the scenes and the volunteers for the inaugural AJGA St. Louis Jr. What you got, Skip?
This week we're going to be hearing a lot about Payne Stewart. It's 15th anniversary since he won the remarkable U.S. Open at Pinehurst, where he basically won with the best players breathing down his neck: Mickelson, Woods, Duval, Singh, and others. One of the more memorable, tournaments of
those
recent
last
years.
Couple of holes for each group were so interesting.
And the fact that how he won and the example that he set for everybody that, being a father is way more important than winning the U.S. Open to Phil Mickelson. It was extremely emotional, and it always gives me chills watching it. And it gives me chills really for another reason. He lost the U.S. Open in 1998, and it really inspired me because I lost the Missouri Amateur in 1998. I was a finalist and blew it, frankly, and I was kind of like Avis. I was always in contention. I was always there, but never won, never could finish the deal. Him winning in 1999 when I was in Springfield actually getting ready for the Missouri Amateur that week, he actually inspired me because he willed the ball into the hole. He was making putts and figuring out a way to beat these guys when maybe he didn't have his best stuff. And I thought if he could do it, I certainly could do it. And that week I went on, particularly in match play, to putt and will the ball into the hole and ended up winning my first Missouri Amateur in 1999.
Where was that?
It was at Highland Springs Country Club. And I know I don't want to sit here and this is pat me on the back, but it was really, really interesting that unfolded that way. And then it unfolded 10 years later when I lost in 2008 and then won again in 2009, remembering what I did back then. It kind of changed the course of my amateur career, and so Payne Stewart inspired me that day like he inspired many others.
A guy that played in the Missouri Amateur, Payne Stewart. Jay Sr., what you got?
You mentioned...
get that cleared up, will you?
You mentioned the AJGA being here.
I did.
And what a wonderful event it was. I hope a lot of people did get out to see it at the Bluffs. If you were looking for the results in the Post-Dispatch, you couldn't find them. There was no mention at any time this week of this wonderful event being played out at the Bluffs and these talented kids coming from all over the country. It's just another sign of the times, and it's a crying shame that this city that has such a great tradition for sports and for sports coverage is losing the battle of covering an event like that because they don't want to spend the money, they don't have the people, and they feel there's not much interest. But
all you have to do is copy and paste at this point. Nobody's asking for a full-page article. Nobody's even asking for a recap. To not be able to get the scores in the paper is really sad. I don't even get upset anymore because there's nothing we can do. They'd rather write about some stupid-ass radio junk than cover actual things. So,
Right.
you know what? Let them do what they do. We're going to expand some of the things we do. I think that people that want it and want the information, the golf geeks of the world, the Booches, the Joshes, the Kimballs, on and on and on, they're going to find it. And I know it's difficult for you because you don't get on the web and you don't go to ajga.org and follow live scoring or follow it on your phone. So I know what you're saying, Senior, and it's disappointing.
And I understand. Dan
Yeah.
O'Neill does a wonderful job, and he's doing a nice job of covering the Curtis Cup. But we certainly could have had an article on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday talking about what a joy it is for those of us who love golf to see these youngsters come from all over the country to play here this week. And I'm just...
It's unfortunate.
I'm disappointed, but I'm disappointed a lot these days.
I understand.
That is our opening shots, and they're brought to you by Friendlies, and that's at 3503 Roger Place. Men should be in there last night, seeing Denny's crew. Saw Tabitha there, one of my favorite servers, and right before we left to head over to the concert, they brought out to a table 4 chicken dinners, and of course they're known for their world famous fried chicken. They're known for their drinks. Trust me, you will know you're having a drink when you are at 3503 Roger Place. They've got the game day menu. It's awesome because they've got the indoor and outdoor patio setting. They've got games galore. When we got back last night after the show, some people were playing bags off to the side. It's a fun place. Now, I will tell you, if you don't want to have fun, don't go. In fact, I hope they kick you out if you don't want to have fun. It's that type of place. It's a great atmosphere. Pricing is right. You're treated right. They've got, as I said, the world famous chicken. Don't sleep on the mini pizzas, the little mini pizzas, the rye pizzas. Those are outstanding. Get by and see Denny at 3503 Roger Place.